Have you ever wondered why some people walk into a room and instantly capture everyone's attention? It's not because they're the most attractive. It's not because they're the richest. And it's definitely not because they're trying harder than everyone else. The truth is much simpler. They've stopped trying to become someone else. They've embraced their authentic self. And something strange happens when you do that. Some people will naturally feel drawn to you. Others will feel uncomfortable around you. But here's the important part. The moment you stop trying to please everyone, people start noticing you. Because the people who try to be liked by everyone often end up being remembered by no one.
If you are new, then subscribe and like the video.
Point 1. Stop faking it. Most people spend their lives performing. They laugh at jokes they don't find funny. They say yes when they desperately want to say no. They hide their opinions because they're afraid of rejection. But all this does is make them blend into the background. Magnetic people are different. They aren't rude. They aren't arrogant. They simply tell the truth. They know how to say no without feeling guilty. And they don't apologize for having preferences. Ironically, the moment you stop trying to make everyone like you, people become far more interested in you. And rare things naturally attract attention. When the author began expressing his genuine likes, dislikes, and opinions, something unexpected happened. People started noticing him. People started respecting his ideas. And for the first time, people became curious about who he really was. Point 2. Change your body language. Your body speaks long before your mouth does. If you're constantly slouching, looking at your phone, or trying to make yourself invisible, you're unconsciously telling the world, I don't belong here. Magnetic people communicate something completely different. Take up space. Relax your shoulders. Don't make yourself smaller than you are. Walk with confidence. Stand tall. Move slowly. Walk like someone who knows exactly where they're going. Stop apologizing for existing. Magnetic people don't act as if their presence is an inconvenience. They behave as though they deserve to be there. Because they do. And strangely enough, the world usually treats you the way you treat yourself. Point 3. The power of silence. Here's something surprising. The most attractive people are often the ones who speak the least. They don't feel the need to fill every second with noise. When someone asks them a question, they pause. They think. Then they speak. That tiny moment of silence changes everything. Because words become more powerful when they're used carefully. People listen more closely. They pay attention. And they remember what was said. Meanwhile, people who talk constantly often become background noise. Silence isn't awkward. Silence creates presence. And presence creates attraction. Point 4. Stop chasing approval. Many people unknowingly hand over their power. They constantly refresh social media. They check for likes. They ask questions like, do I look okay? What do you think? Is this good enough? Without realizing it, they're allowing other people to decide their value. Magnetic people don't do that. They wear what they like. They pursue what excites them. And they don't wait for permission to be themselves. Because confidence never begs. Confidence doesn't ask for validation. And the strange thing is, the moment you stop seeking approval, people start giving you respect automatically. Point 5. Stop being afraid of being disliked. This might be the hardest lesson of all. Not everyone will like you. And that's perfectly okay. In fact, trying to win everyone over usually pushes people away. Because desperation is exhausting. But people are naturally attracted to those who aren't chasing them. The person who doesn't desperately seek attention often becomes the center of attention. The person who isn't trying to impress everyone ends up impressing the most people. And the person who is comfortable standing alone rarely stays alone for long. Conclusion: know your value. You don't need a new face. You don't need more money. You simply need to change your presence. Remember these 4 things. 1. Be unapologetically yourself. 2. Use silence like a weapon. 3. Stop needing other people's approval. 4. If someone doesn't appreciate your value, walk away with dignity. Because the truth is, people are not attracted to perfection. They're attracted to certainty. And the moment you stop chasing attention, you become the most magnetic person in the room. Comment below. Are you ready to stop seeking approval and start becoming truly magnetic? White Medium Star.